Deep in the heart of Romania, an ancient forest hides secrets that defy explanation. Over the decades, countless hikers, locals, and travelers have vanished without a trace. Whispered legends speak of spirits, shadows, and something darker. Tonight, we venture into this mysterious wilderness to uncover the chilling truth behind the disappearances. If we make it out alive. Nestled deep in the heart of Eastern Europe, Romania is home to one of the most enigmatic and untouched forests in the world. Stretching over thousands of hectares, these dense woodlands are a labyrinth of towering trees, tangled undergrowth, and winding trails that seem to disappear into shadow. Sunlight filters through the thick canopy in fragmented beams, casting eerie patterns on the moss-covered ground, while mist frequently drifts between the ancient oaks and pines, giving the forest a surreal, almost otherworldly atmosphere. This is a forest that has remained largely untamed, a place where nature reigns supreme and human presence feels fleeting. Its geographic location places it near the Carpathian Mountains, a region famous for rugged peaks, hidden valleys, and an abundance of wildlife, from elusive lynxes and bears to wolves, whose howls echo hauntingly through the night. To wander these woods is to step into a living painting, where every rustling leaf or sudden snap of a branch carries with it the possibility of discovery or danger. The forest is not only a natural marvel, it is a repository of Romanian history and folklore. For centuries, villagers living along its edges have spun tales of mysterious creatures and restless spirits. Legends tell of wandering shadows, forest guardians, and lost travelers who never found their way home. Some speak of ancient rituals, secret paths, and places cursed by long-forgotten conflicts. These stories have been passed down through generations, growing more intricate and chilling with each retelling, weaving a tapestry of fear, fascination, and reverence around this ancient woodland. Yet beyond its beauty and legend lies a darker allure. Over the decades, countless disappearances have been reported here. Hikers, explorers, and even locals who ventured too far into its depths, only to vanish without a trace. Each case seems to defy explanation, leaving behind questions that haunt both authorities and the families left behind. Maps of the area are riddled with warnings, and guides caution against straying from the marked trails. Despite or perhaps because of these warnings, the forest draws the curious, the brave, and sometimes the unwitting into its depths. What is it about this Romanian forest that has captured imaginations and terrified generations? Is it simply the natural dangers that lurk beneath the canopy? Or is there something more, a lingering presence, an unseen force that watches and waits? As we step deeper into the heart of this wilderness, we are drawn not only by the promise of discovery, but also by the chilling question that hangs over every disappearance. What truly lurks in the shadows, waiting for the next lost soul? The stage is set. The forest is alive, and its story is far from over. In these woods, beauty and terror exist side by side, and every path, every whisper of the wind seems to hint at secrets yet to be uncovered. This is where our journey begins into the Romanian forest, a place of wonder, history, and unexplainable disappearances. The Romanian forest has long been a place of wonder, but its beauty has always been shadowed by unexplained vanity. The earliest documented disappearances date back decades, long before modern technology or extensive media coverage could shine a light on the forest's darkest secrets. In the 1950s and 60s, local authorities began to notice a disturbing pattern. Hikers, shepherds, and even villagers occasionally failed to return from routine excursions into the woods. Their disappearances were sudden, leaving behind only a scattered set of belongings or footprints that seemed to end abruptly, as if the forest itself had swallowed them whole. One of the earliest recorded cases involved a young shepherd named Ion Popescu. On a crisp autumn morning in 1954, Ion left his village to tend to his flock in the dense woods. Hours turned into days, and despite extensive searches, neither Ion nor his flock was ever found. Locals whispered about the shadow paths, secret trails that appeared only to those who were lost or unwary. Some claimed to have seen strange lights flickering between the trees, accompanied by eerie whispers that carried through the forest like distant voices. Authorities at the time were baffled, attributing the disappearance to natural causes of fall, animal attack, or getting lost in the labyrinthian forest. But villagers insisted there was something more sinister at play. Over the next 2 decades, more cases emerged, each one stranger than the last. Travelers would set out on short hikes and vanish entirely. Sometimes their belongings would be found neatly arranged at the forest's edge, untouched yet mysteriously abandoned. Families left grieving and confused, reporting chilling messages whispered by the wind, or seeing fleeting shadows at twilight that seemed to beckon the missing into the forest's heart. In 1967, a group of 4 hikers went missing on a popular trail, and a search party found only their footprints leading into a dense thicket. Then nothing. No trace of struggle, no sound of distress, just silence that swallowed the forest whole. The reaction of locals was one of fear and caution. Villagers, many of whom had lived near the forest for generations, began sharing warnings. Avoid the forest after sunset. Never wander alone, and respect the unseen forces that governed the woods. Folklore became intertwined with real-life accounts, and every disappearance added a new chapter to the forest's growing legend. As news of these disappearances reached wider audiences, early media coverage painted the forest as both haunting and mysterious. Newspapers ran short reports with titles like "Vanished Without a Trace" or "The Forest That Swallows People," stoking curiosity and terror in equal measure. Yet, despite the attention, the forest retained its secrets. Each investigation ended with frustration, unanswered questions, and a lingering sense that something or someone was still watching from the shadows. Even today, historians and folklorists look back on these early cases with a mixture of intrigue and dread. They were the first hints of a pattern, the opening act of a story that continues to unfold. The forest, it seems, has always been more than just a collection of trees and trails. It is a place where reality blurs with legend, where the line between the natural and the supernatural becomes impossibly thin. And for those who disappear, the forest keeps its secrets forever. To truly understand the Romanian forest, one must look beyond its trees and mist and step into the world of legends that have grown around it for centuries. Long before the first recorded disappearances, villagers spoke of spirits that roamed the woods, guardians of the forest, vengeful entities and witches who had made pacts with powers unseen. These were not mere stories told to frighten children. They were warnings etched into the very culture of those who lived alongside the forest. One of the most enduring myths is that of the Umbra, the shadowy figure said to appear at dusk. Witnesses describe it as an elongated silhouette, moving silently between the trees, its presence heralded by an unnatural chill. The Umbra is believed to mark those who will disappear, drawing them deeper into the forest, where they vanish without a trace. Some legends claim that the shadow can mimic voices of loved ones, luring unsuspecting wanderers off familiar paths. Then there are tales of witches who were said to inhabit hidden clearings, performing rituals that bound the forest's power to their will. According to folklore, these witches could manipulate travelers, twisting reality so that paths changed, compasses spun endlessly, and dense fog concealed dangers. Locals insisted that anyone who mocked or disrespected the forest risked being cursed, vanishing overnight, leaving only whispers behind. Even today, some villagers perform small rituals, leaving offerings at forest edges to appease unseen forces, a practice that blends superstition with a genuine fear rooted in generations of unexplained losses. Certain areas of the forest have long been considered particularly haunted. One such place is the so-called Via Pierdata, or the Lost Valley, a dense section where fog lingers even in sunlight. Travelers who entered this area often reported a disorienting sense of déjà vu, feeling as if they were walking the same path repeatedly. The stories suggest that anyone who strays here risks encountering the spirits of those who disappeared decades ago, trapped eternally between the trees. These cursed paths are said to shift at night, making maps unreliable and compasses useless, feeding the forest's reputation as a place where reality itself bends. These tales were passed down orally, each generation adding new details and embellishments. While some stories may have been exaggerated, they serve as a window into the fears and experiences of those who lived on the forest's edge. For instance, a young girl in the 1930s reportedly saw a procession of glowing figures moving silently through the woods. Villagers swore she had glimpsed the spirits of the missing, a vision that has been recounted countless times, each retelling adding more shadows and whispers. Whether these legends were rooted in real events or simply the imagination of isolated communities, they shaped the perception of the forest for generations. Every disappearance, every strange sound or light in the distance found a place within these stories, reinforcing the idea that the forest was alive with forces beyond human understanding. The folklore transformed fear into narrative, mystery into legend. It is this intertwining of myth and reality that keeps the forest's secrets alive to this day. While legends and folklore paint a haunting picture of the Romanian forest, it is the first-hand experiences of those who have walked its shadowed trails that make the mystery truly unsettling. Over the years, hikers, hunters, and even villagers have come forward with accounts of strange events that defy explanation, lending a terrifying credibility to the stories passed down through generations. Maria E., a local villager in her 60s, recalls an incident from her youth. While gathering firewood near the forest's edge, she noticed a figure standing motionless between the trees. It was tall, impossibly still, and I could feel its eyes on me, she says. When I tried to move closer, it vanished, but the cold stayed. I ran home and never returned alone again. Her account, corroborated by neighbors who witnessed her sudden fright and pallor, is one of countless stories that hint at an unseen presence watching from the shadows. Other witnesses describe strange noises, guttural sounds echoing through the trees, whispers carried by the wind, and footsteps that seem to follow even when no one else is near. Hikers in recent decades have reported losing all sense of direction, finding familiar landmarks inexplicably shifted, or hearing voices calling their names from deep within the forest. These phenomena often occur in the very areas linked to the earliest disappearances, suggesting a continuity that stretches across decades. One chilling account comes from a group of tourists in 1998 while camping near a remote trail. They awoke to find faint, glowing lights moving through the fog. Attempts to follow them ended in panic as the lights disappeared, leaving the hikers disoriented and cold, with their equipment mysteriously rearranged. Experts reviewing these testimonies often struggle to find natural explanations, as the physical evidence, footprints, disturbed foliage, or personal belongings. Yet the psychological impact is profound. Credibility is a key factor in these accounts. Many witnesses are ordinary villagers, hikers, or forestry workers with no interest in creating sensational stories. Yet, when hundreds of independent testimonies share common elements, shadows that watch, lights that move, sounds that seem to beckon, the pattern becomes difficult to ignore. Even law enforcement personnel admit to feeling a strange unease during searches in certain parts of the forest, as if the environment itself resists intrusion. Fear, it seems, is as much a part of the forest as the towering trees and thick undergrowth. Eyewitnesses consistently describe an almost tangible tension, a sense of being watched or guided by an unseen force. Their stories blur the line between imagination and reality, leaving investigators, folklorists, and explorers questioning what is truly happening within the woods. These accounts, when pieced together, create a chilling mosaic. The forest is alive, its presence palpable, and its secrets fiercely guarded. Whether through shadows, whispers, or inexplicable phenomena, those who enter its depths often return, changed or not at all. And for anyone contemplating a journey into this Romanian wilderness, the words of the witnesses carry a stark warning. The forest does not forget, and it never truly lets go. While the Romanian forest's dark reputation stretches back decades, the mystery has only intensified in recent years. Over the last 10 to 20 years, new cases of disappearances have emerged, some documented officially, others remaining shrouded in uncertainty. Despite advances in technology, cameras, and GPS devices, the forest continues to claim those who venture too far, leaving authorities and families grappling with unanswered questions. In 2007, a group of 4 adventure hikers from Bucharest entered a remote section of the forest popular for its scenic trails. They were experienced and well-equipped, yet after failing to return by evening, a search was launched. Despite extensive use of drones, thermal imaging, and trained rescue dogs, the hikers were never found. Their belongings, including backpacks and GPS devices, were recovered at different points along the trail, often arranged neatly, as if deliberately placed. Authorities labeled the case unexplained, and the public speculation fueled fears and fascination alike. Other disappearances in the past decade involve solo travelers, photographers, and local hunters. In 2015, a photographer documenting wildlife in the dense woods vanished after posting a live update from the forest's heart. Search teams traced his last known location, only to find disturbed foliage and his camera set up on a tripod, still recording, but showing nothing unusual on playback. The forest had consumed him, leaving only questions behind. Technology and media coverage have changed the way the world perceives these disappearances. Social media platforms amplify the stories, with viral posts and online forums discussing sightings, strange sounds, and eerie phenomena. Drone footage, night vision cameras, and satellite tracking have revealed peculiar patterns, trails appearing to loop back on themselves, areas where GPS signals fail, and unexplained lights moving through dense tree cover. Each discovery sparks debate. These glitches, natural phenomena, or something far more sinister? Authorities often find themselves in a difficult position. While natural explanations, such as getting lost, exposure to elements, or wildlife encounters, are always considered, the consistency of the reported phenomena across decades cannot be ignored. Families of the missing share harrowing accounts of strange phone calls, mysterious emails, or fleeting glimpses of loved ones in the forest's depths, fueling a sense that the disappearances are not entirely random. The public's awareness has also changed the forest's role in Romanian culture. No longer just a local legend, the forest has become a point of fascination worldwide, drawing thrill seekers, paranormal enthusiasts, and investigative journalists. Yet this attention brings its own risks, as increased foot traffic has coincided with more reports of lost travelers and unexplained incidents. The forest seems indifferent to fame, maintaining its secrets despite the scrutiny of cameras, drones, and even online mapping technologies. Modern disappearances reinforce the idea that the forest is not merely a backdrop for human stories, is an active, enigmatic participant. Each case, whether officially documented or whispered about online, adds to the forest's chilling narrative. And while technology can illuminate its edges, it cannot penetrate the deeper shadows, where countless mysteries continue to lie in wait as the Romanian forest continued to claim lives and baffle authorities. Official investigations intensified. Police departments, local search and rescue teams, and even volunteers from nearby villages have combed the dense woods for decades, responding to missing person reports that often shared the same haunting pattern: hikers, tourists, or locals disappearing without a trace, leaving behind personal belongings or faint, inexplicable signs of passage. Helicopters swept the canopy, dogs tracked scents through tangled undergrowth, and search parties mapped every trail. But frequently, the forest seemed to erase all evidence of its victims, as if it were actively concealing them. Experts initially looked for natural explanations. The forest is vast and unforgiving, with steep ravines, hidden crevices, and sudden drops that can trap even experienced hikers. Predators, such as wolves and bears, roam its depths, and sudden fogs can disorient anyone who strays off the marked paths. Many disappearances could plausibly be attributed to missteps, hypothermia, or exhaustion, Even seasoned hikers report that the forest's trails can loop back upon themselves, creating a disorienting maze that makes it nearly impossible to retrace steps once lost. These natural dangers, combined with the forest's sheer size and isolation, provide a rational, though unsettling, explanation for many missing person cases. Yet, the sheer consistency and mystery surrounding certain disappearances have fueled more enigmatic theories. Paranormal enthusiasts and folklorists suggest the forest is cursed, pointing to legends of spirits, witches, and shadowy entities that guide or trap those who wander too far. Some investigators have documented unusual electromagnetic readings, strange lights, and sounds that cannot be explained by wildlife or weather patterns. In certain areas, GPS devices fail or display impossible coordinates, adding an almost supernatural layer to the forest's reputation. Conspiracy theorists add another layer of intrigue. They argue that some disappearances may involve deliberate obfuscation, secret experiments, or even hidden cult activity. While hard evidence remains elusive, these theories feed into the public imagination, further blurring the line between folklore and reality. The forest's long history of mystery makes it fertile ground for speculation, and each unexplained disappearance reinforces the idea that something or someone is orchestrating events beyond human comprehension. Investigations have also revealed psychological dimensions to the forest's terror. Searchers and rescue teams often report an unsettling sense of being watched, feelings of nausea, vertigo, or sudden fatigue, and even hallucinations in certain areas. These experiences, whether caused by the mind responding to fear or by unrecognized environmental factors, add credibility to the notion that the forest affects both the physical and psychological states of those who enter it, despite decades of searches, scientific studies, and eyewitness accounts. The Romanian forest has kept its deepest secrets. Authorities continue to investigate disappearances, but no single explanation accounts for the forest's enduring mystery. Natural hazards, wildlife, and human error explain some cases. Yet the patterns of vanishings, the folklore, and the strange phenomena that accompany them suggest a presence beyond ordinary comprehension. In the end, investigations raise more questions than answers, and the forest remains as enigmatic and dangerous as ever. A living puzzle that challenges every attempt. The ordinary rules of nature often seem to bend. Numerous witnesses report phenomena that defy explanations: strange lights flickering between the trees at dusk, shadows that move independently of any physical source, and eerie sounds that echo through the dense undergrowth. These experiences, reported by hikers, hunters, and even rescue teams, contribute to the forest's otherworldly reputation and raise unsettling questions about what truly resides within its depths. Some hikers describe sudden orbs of light hovering silently above the forest floor, appearing and disappearing without warning. Others speak of shadowy figures lurking at the periphery of their vision, vanishing whenever they turn to face them directly. These shapes often move with deliberate intent, almost as if observing or guiding the unwary deeper into the forest. Nighttime amplifies these experiences, distant whispers, the snapping of invisible branches, and fleeting glimpses of glowing eyes keep locals and visitors alike on edge, reinforcing the forest's reputation as a place alive with unseen forces. Even natural occurrences can take on a sinister character in this environment. Sudden, unnatural fogs roll in and trap travelers. Compasses and GPS devices often fail mysteriously, and weather patterns shift abruptly within the forest's confines. Birds and animals vanish from areas they usually inhabit, and certain trails seem to twist and loop in impossible ways. Locals interpret these anomalies not just as quirks of nature, but as evidence of a supernatural presence that shapes the forest according to its own mysterious design. Many of these phenomena are directly linked to disappearances. Victims often are believed to have encountered these unusual events moments before vanishing. Some who were last seen describe strange lights leading them off familiar paths, while others mention feeling an invisible presence guiding or pushing them toward danger. Eyewitnesses and investigators alike have noted a chilling pattern. Areas where phenomena occur most frequently coincide with sites of multiple disappearances, suggesting a correlation that cannot easily be dismissed. Scientists, while attempting to explain these reports, often cite optical illusions, infrasound effects, or disorientation caused by the forest's dense canopy. Yet, even with modern technology and controlled studies, many incidents remain unexplained. The consistency of sightings over decades, across generations, and independent accounts adds weight to the notion that the forest itself may harbor something beyond ordinary. Understanding the mysterious phenomena of the Romanian forest blurred the line between reality and legend. Lights that cannot be traced, shadows that defy logic, and sounds that seem intentionally directed all create an atmosphere of uncertainty and fear. These occurrences do more than terrify than play an active role in the forest's history of disappearances, luring the curious, disorienting the cautious, and feeding the enduring mystery that keeps the woods alive in both memory and folklore. In this forest, reality is fragile, perception is unreliable, and every shadow or flicker of light carries a warning. The forest watches, waits, and sometimes claims those who underestimate its power. For those who have lived along the edge of the Romanian forest for generations, the woods are more than a natural landscape. They are a constant, living presence that shapes daily life. Villagers speak of a pervasive sense of unease, a subtle tension that lingers even in bright daylight. Children are taught from a young age to avoid wandering too far, and adults often alter their routines to stay clear of the forest after dusk. Fear here is not abstract, it is practical, ingrained, and passed down through generations. Many locals share stories of relatives who vanished or narrowly escaped, creating a culture where caution is paramount. Paths are memorized, boundaries are respected, and certain areas of the forest are strictly avoided. Superstitions intertwine with daily routines, leaving an offering at the edge of the forest before gathering firewood, carrying protective charms, or reciting prayers when entering the woods. While some of these practices may appear symbolic, for villagers they serve as tangible measures against an unpredictable environment and its unseen dangers. The psychological weight of these disappearances extends beyond Fear it shapes social behavior and community cohesion. Villagers often monitor each other's movements, share warnings, and collectively respond to unusual events. Those who dismiss the forest's dangers or ignore local customs are viewed with caution or pity, highlighting how deeply the mystery of the woods permeates community consciousness. Over time, this vigilance becomes second nature, creating a unique cultural adaptation to a forest that has never been fully understood or tamed. Generational storytelling reinforces the forest's psychological hold. Elders recount the tales of missing hikers, glowing orbs, and shadowy figures, blending real events with mythic elements. Children grow up hearing of the Umbra, witches, and cursed paths long before ever setting foot in the forest. These stories serve a dual purpose. They entertain and educate, but they also instill an almost instinctive respect and wariness. As a result, even rational adults often approach the forest with a lingering sense of dread, shaped by decades of communal experience and inherited anxiety. Psychologists studying the region note the phenomenon of collective fear, where shared narratives and repeated exposure to mysterious occurrences amplify anxiety across generations. This fear is not irrational. It is a learned response to a landscape that has repeatedly claimed lives and confounded understanding. For many, the forest represents a boundary between the known and the unknown, a psychological threshold where ordinary perception breaks down and the imagination fills the gaps with stories, legends, and dread. Ultimately, the Romanian forest is as much a psychological presence as a physical one. Its influence shapes behavior, culture, and social norms, reinforcing the sense that the woods are not merely a backdrop for life, but an active participant in the daily reality of those who live nearby. Fear, respect, and vigilance are woven into the fabric of village life, ensuring that the forest's legacy of mystery and menace continues to echo through generations. Over decades of disappearances in the Romanian forest, investigators and folklorists have begun to notice subtle, chilling patterns. Certain trails, valleys, and dense groves are repeatedly linked to vanishings, while others remain eerily untouched. Victims are often drawn to the forest during late afternoons or twilight, a time when shadows lengthen and the familiar becomes distorted. Hikers, photographers, and locals alike share the common thread of entering the forest alone or in small groups, navigating off-trail, and encountering unexplainable phenomena just before their disappearance. Timing appears as crucial as location. Many incidents occur during seasonal transitions, early autumn and late spring when fogs are thickest. Light is shifting, and the forest seems to change its shape overnight. Witnesses frequently report strange noises, whispering winds, and fleeting lights in these periods, suggesting a link between natural cycles and the forest's mysterious activity. Some theorists argue that these environmental cues may either trigger unusual events or heighten human perception, making ordinary phenomena seem otherworldly. Recurrent themes point to an active, persistent haunting rather than random accidents. Shadows that seem alive, lights that guide or mislead, and paths that loop back impossibly all appear in multiple independent accounts spanning decades. Even technological evidence, such as malfunctioning GPS devices, irregular thermal readings, and unexplained disturbances captured on trail cameras, reinforces the impression that the forest itself plays a role in shaping events. Locals and experts alike describe an almost sentient presence, one that reacts to human intrusion and maintains the forest's veil of secrecy. Folklorists provide insight into why the forest retains its dark reputation. They note that myths and legends serve as both cultural memory and warning system, preserving knowledge of real dangers through generations. Stories of spirits, witches, and cursed paths are more than superstition. They encode the community's experience with a landscape that is hazardous, disorienting, and occasionally lethal. Experts argue that the persistence of these narratives, combined with recurring unexplained incidents, keeps the forest culturally haunted, a place where fear is reinforced by history, memory, and observation. Some researchers speculate on psychological and environmental factors. Dense vegetation, low visibility, unusual acoustics, and sudden weather changes can create illusions of movement and sound. Humans, primed by local tales, may interpret these signals as supernatural, yet the striking consistency of reports, coupled with documented disappearances, suggests that something more is at work in interplay of environment, perception, and perhaps forces beyond ordinary understanding, whether through natural hazards, psychological influence, or the presence of something unexplainable. The Romanian forest continues to assert its power over those who enter it. Patterns in Disappearances reveal that the haunting is not a relic of the past, but a present, active force. Each case adds to the forest's enduring enigma, reinforcing the sense that it is alive, aware, and waiting. As darkness falls and the forest grows still, one truth becomes clear: the haunting has never truly left, and for those who dare to venture inside, the forest's watchful presence remains as real and as terrifying as ever. After decades of legends, eyewitness accounts, and scientific investigations, the Romanian forest remains one of the most enigmatic places on Earth. Its beauty, with mist-shrouded trees, winding trails, and hidden valleys, conceals a darker reality, one that has claimed lives and baffled investigators for generations. Despite modern technology, detailed maps, and experienced guides, the forest's secrets remain elusive, resisting every attempt to fully understand them. Throughout its history, the forest has drawn both the curious and the cautious. Its natural wonders, the towering pines, rushing streams, and serene glades offer breathtaking experiences, yet each step carries potential peril. Visitors may marvel at its splendor, but the persistent tales of disappearances, shadowy figures, strange lights, and eerie sounds remind all who enter that the forest is not merely a backdrop. It is an active presence, shaping human perception and behavior in ways that are often incomprehensible. What makes the forest truly haunting is its balance between the tangible and the intangible. Natural hazards, wildlife, and environmental hazards exist alongside unexplainable phenomena, folklore, and psychological influence. Shadows that move against logic, lights that appear and vanish, and whispers that seem to come from nowhere challenge our understanding of reality. Each account, from early recorded disappearances to modern cases, contributes to the forest's enduring reputation, layering fact with legend, history with myth. Yet, despite the danger and fear, the forest retains a strange allure. It captivates explorers, folklorists, and thrill-seekers alike, drawing them into its depths where mystery and wonder coexist. Perhaps it is this duality, the beauty that entices and the darkness that threatens, that ensures the forest's legacy endures. It teaches us that some places cannot be fully known or tamed, that certain mysteries are meant to endure, and that human curiosity will always be drawn to what lies beyond understanding. In the end, the Romanian forest offers no definitive answers. It does not reveal its secrets willingly, nor does it provide closure for those who vanish within its boundaries. Its history is written in whispers, shadows, and disappearances, leaving us to ponder the delicate line between reality and legend. For those who study it, visit it, or merely hear its stories, the forest is a reminder of the vast unknown that exists just beyond the edge of perception, a place where beauty and terror coexist, and where mysteries linger long after we leave. And as the sun sets and mist drifts between the trees, one chilling truth remains. Some forests are not just dark, they remember.